Excuse me, I'm born to be in life. Shoes, America's most. Ain't no hassle. Never take a loss on my install. Cradle to grave. Now your favorite rapper name on it. Your life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. I'm on there. I'm on nerve. These the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm. Have it stars for the see the prototype. For the tears for the scar. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss the death. Remember taking that. Three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Kiss the death. Remember taking that. She ain't on it. Three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my install. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late.
Okay.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field.
And who you rooming with?
Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's
snowing?
NFC title
No
game,
snow.
We've got a great one in store.
Let's get it,
between
boys.
the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins.
Uh-oh. Make a statement. My controller. What the world?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Woo! Make a statement. Get him out of there, boss. Get him out of there, boss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Dummy.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
I'm right there. All day, every day. I'm right there, Chad.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Detroit!
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a reinforcement.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over.
In at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down. That's Austin. Uses the spin. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him.
Look, you're in there.
No room to find to get upfield.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
So attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gold. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Right back to him on first down.
There you go, boy.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going up top.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Down incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
Now that's a pretty play right there, and what I'm thankful for is it wasn't me in that situation, because one of the toughest things about defending the deep ball is not panicking. Because the longer you run with a receiver, you're trying to figure out, am I close to him? Can I make a play on the football? Will I be there when the ball actually arrives, what we call the moment of truth? And in this case, the defender did not panic, stayed right with it, and batted it away.
They'll drop the throw. He's got Evans. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Detroit! No. Check. Patriots!
Now a handoff to Richard. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He finds Humphries. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught. Humphries.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Three down. Watch you now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the veteran, Brian Orakpo. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28.
We look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with Elliott across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
All right, now, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Friedman. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A first down carry by Elliott. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Friedman finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Friedman. Shart's got it. Left side. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Friedman looking deep downfield.
Oh!
Guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Friedman. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution
Well, I need a
of that
quarterback
defense
so
right
bad.
there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's bad. Should have punted it.
Possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Damn.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Gun! 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 We got three, fellas. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Hey, check. 3 down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? He'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will.
Oh, my gosh.
15 shy of the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a give to Richard. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. This is Richard, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails,
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Christian Kirksey coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit! Gone!
From the gun, Friedman. He sets the fire deep. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Jalen Richard. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working.
For 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Friedman throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And right side caught Hogan. 23 yards on the play. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Friedman going to throw deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful what the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Friedman. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jordan Jenkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get
God damn.
An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 2nd miss of the game. They both hurt. This one especially so.
Yeah, you've got a chance to give your guys a second-half lead, and they're counting on you to put them in front. And I tell you, there's no one more disappointed than he is that he let his guys down.
On the ground, Richard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Bryant. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down. To throw it. He gets it to Humphreys. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.